Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I thank the gentleman for yielding. Former President Woodrow Wilson, who was, of course, a considerable scholar of this institution, used to reflect that Congress on the floor is Congress's theater, but Congress in committee is Congress at work. And I want to particularly commend Chairman Dix and Ranking Member Simpson for the manner in which they worked and, more importantly, worked together throughout the process. We hear a great deal, and there's sometimes considerable truth in it, about the absence of bipartisanship. I just want to make the point, as a freshman member of this committee, how much bipartisanship there was on that subcommittee and how well it worked together. And, of course, that couldn't have happened without the chairman, the ranking member, setting the example and taking the lead. You know, like all members, I look at this appropriations bill and I come to an undebatable conclusion that it spends too much money on things that I don't care about, but not nearly enough on things that I do. Unfortunately, every other member seems to have a somewhat different opinion about what's important and what's not, and it's been left to the chairman and the ranking member as best they could to work through that. But where I think there can't be much debate is that this is a truly excellent piece of legislation and funding from a Native American perspective and from the perspective of Indian country. Madam Chairman, it's a trite but true observation that the first Americans are often the last Americans. They live shorter lives, they are poorer on average, they are less educated, they have less opportunity. This bill makes major steps to try and correct those inequities. It does really revolutionary things, in my opinion, in terms of health care, in terms of law enforcement, in terms of education. And I want to particularly thank, again, Ranking Member Simpson and Chairman Dix for taking that into consideration, and frankly, every other member of the committee who I found really focused on this issue, and the staff, which really did a superb job as well. We had a series of absolutely first-rate hearings, and I think made good and wise decisions that the American people can be proud of. So it was a privilege to get to participate on this committee, and
will the gentleman yield?
I certainly yield to my chairman.
I want to commend the gentleman. He was at every single hearing, and especially was very helpful to all of us on the Native American issues. And as a Native American, we appreciate your contribution, and thank you for your good work and your participation. It made a big difference.
The gentleman, as always, is very kind. But, Madam Chairman, again, I want to thank the committee, thank the leadership of the committee, and look forward to the passage of this very important legislation. So with that, I yield back.
The gentleman from